guys, so I'm back with a new video and let's talk about the best movies of this year so far. So I didn't really had this video planned. I had a music type of video, but I asked you on Twitter and the majority of people said that they preferred a movie related video, and I saw some people do this and I actually think what a great idea. It isn't anything like really innovative, it isn't anything new, but usually people do this type of lists in the end of the year, and the truth is a lot of movies are cut out of those lists, but it doesn't mean that they aren't great, it's just that there are better movies. And probably this list is going to change by the end of the year, but these are the majority movies that I really liked that came out this year. And yeah, keep in mind that I haven't seen all movies that came out this year. I'm kind of picky with what I watch. I either watch superheroes, action or horror movies. I'm not really into comedies, romantic comedies, drama some. I'm not really into all the type of movies, and these are basically all movies that I went and watched it at the cinema. And obviously, if I'm not really into comedy, I'm not going to pay to watch a movie that I'm not really into, so keep that in mind. There are other movies that I planned on watching but I didn't have the time, or I didn't have the money, or yeah, so there's a few movies that I still want to watch that came out so far, like Detective Pikachu, Aladdin, the Ted Bundy movie with Zac Efron, Brightburn. I haven't watched those, and maybe they would be on this list, but I haven't watched them, so keep that in mind. These are the movies that I've watched that I liked. I gave all of them above 3.5 and 3.5, and these are all movies that came out this year, not that movies that came out like last year on festivals and then came out this year. I didn't really put those in here because there's a lot of those that I actually liked, but I consider them movies from 2018. So yeah, I've rambled enough, so without further ado, let's get into my list. On number 10, I have Happy Death Day to You. I wasn't the biggest fan of the first one. I enjoyed it, and yeah, it was a good time, but obviously being a horror fan, I wanted to watch the new one, and I think I liked it equally as the first one. It's funny, it's not really horror, it doesn't have like a lot of horror elements, it has a lot of blood, but that's basically it. And yeah, it's a good movie, but as you can see, it's on number 10, so it's not the best one that I've seen this year, like by far. On number 9, I have Pet Sematary. I also gave it a 3.5. And Pet Sematary is it's difficult for me to talk about. I reviewed it, and the thing is, I read the book. The book isn't my favorite, but I really like the first movie because it is really true to the book, and the majority of this movie is true to the book, but then they changed some big parts of the movie, and I just really didn't like that ending. So I have mixed feelings because I thought it was true to the book in a way, but at the same time they changed big stuff. But overall, it's still one of my favorites of this year. I liked it, and I do recommend, because if you haven't read the book nor seen the first movie, you're going to enjoy this movie. So yeah. On number 8 is kind of surprising, because I didn't really think I would have this on my top 10 and not on 8th place, but on number 8 is Escape Room. I feel like no one really talks about this movie because it came out in January, I believe, and this is a kind of, not a PG-13 because it has some gory stuff, but a toned down Saw movie, which I love because I love Saw. That's why this is number 8. But the truth is, I really wasn't expecting to like this as much as I did, because I actually prefer these over Pet Sematary or Happy Death Day to You, so that kind of says a lot. And I think it's a bit underrated because, yeah, it might be a bit predictable and the ending isn't the best, but it's really fun, and if you like Saw, I believe you're going to love this one as well. On number 7, it's going to be a controversial one, but my number 7 is Us. I also reviewed Us, and I wasn't like, it's not that I didn't like, obviously it's on my top 10, but I was expecting a bit more. I still haven't watched it a second time, and I really want to, because I've watched a lot of reviews and a lot of theories, and I want to see if I catch anything new. But overall, this didn't really live up to Get Out. I know a lot of people prefer this over Get Out, and this is actually one of the top 3 for most of people, but I just didn't get into it. Like, for me, Get Out was like mind-blowing. I wasn't expecting what it really was about, and this one, I don't know if I've just been more into movies and I've been watching a lot of stuff and nothing really surprises me anymore, but yeah, I just thought it was a bit predictable, but I like the themes behind, so yeah, it's still on my 7th place. Another controversial one is my 6th place, which is The Perfection. The Perfection is a Netflix movie that it got really hyped on amongst the horror community, and I kind of loved it because it is interesting. It starts in an interesting way, and it then changes, and like, it's really different, and for a lot of people it is like poorly executed, like the twists are a bit too much, and I believe there's like 2 or 3 twists in the movie, but I really like the first one, was the best one, but then the end was also mind-blowing. So yeah, I really like The Perfection, and it's gory and it's creepy and it's all of the good stuff, and has amazing actors and everything, so I do recommend this. And yeah, these would be higher actually, but the movies that I have on my top 5 are just freaking amazing. On my number 5, I kind of cheated. I already taught this, it's actually my previous video, but I had to include Too Old to Die Young because that blew my mind. And again, I haven't seen anyone talk about it yet. I've seen I've got some comments on my video, so thank you. And I just believe this series, which are like 10 movies, but this series really deserves more recognition. I know, again, it's not for everyone, but it's really good, and I had to include on my top 10, even though it's not really a movie, it's a series, but I think it kind of works like a movie I don't know, it has the quality of a movie, so I don't care, I'm going to change the rules here. And yeah, Too Old to Die Young is my number 5, and although I really liked it and I love the cinematography and everything, like I mentioned in my previous video, the slow aspect kind of puts it down, and the next movies are like my favorites, like really good movies. In my number 4, I have another movie that I reviewed and that it came out in January also, I believe, Glass. Like, I just love it, mainly because of James McAvoy, as I said in my review, but I love superheroes, I love twists, I love horror, so that movie mixes everything, and I just loved it. Like, there's no real big explanation. Split is still my favorite out of the trilogy, but this is a second place, a good second place. Then Unbreakable is my least favorite. I know a lot of people like that one, but I prefer Split and Glass. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this one. On my number 3, I think it's another one that really, it's not like really underrated, but it's a bit, and it's Shazam. Like, I freaking loved Shazam when I watched it. I also have a review, and I loved Shazam. Like, it was everything that I wanted DC to have. It has a good like cast, a good story, good villain, good cinematography. Like, it's so much fun, and yeah, I love Zachary Levi as Shazam. I also love all the other characters, and yeah, if you want to know more, just check my review. But if you love superheroes, and I believe this is one that the Marvel stands are going to like, because although this is DC, this is a good DC movie for the Marvel fans to get into, because it's a bit more lighthearted than the other DC movies. Now, my second place is a movie that I've been thinking about ever since I watched it, and it's been what, like a month, almost 2 months since I watched it, and I really love this movie. I've been listening to the soundtrack almost every day, and I didn't think I would like this as much as I did, and I'm talking about Rocketman. I didn't do a review for this movie because I wasn't expecting me to like this as much as I did, but Taron Egerton was amazing as Elton John. The movie is really good, like really well put together. The songs are freaking amazing. Obviously the songs are from Elton John, but they are all sang by Taron Egerton in his own way. And yeah, as a person that really didn't know a lot about Elton John, this really like informed me and really showed me who Elton John is and what he's been through, and yeah, I just loved it. And my number 1, I think this is everyone's number 1 for this year. I think this is no surprise, and I'm talking about Avengers Endgame. Like, there's not a lot of movies that make me go watch it twice at the cinema. Actually, there's only 2 movies that I ever did that. One was Hunger Games Catching Fire, the second one, and the other one was this one. So when I go watch a movie for the second time at the cinema, that means that I really loved it, and I just wanted to see if that lived up to my first watch. Obviously the first watch was amazing. I watched it on premiere day with a lot of other Marvel fans at the audience, and on IMAX and 3D, and like the first time you watch that movie, it's priceless, but I still loved it second time, and those like specific scenes Mm, I think this is the only one that is going to be stuck at first place until the end of the year. I think like this one and ROCKETMAN are really difficult to top. But I have hopes because there's still a lot of good movies that I want to watch this year. Actually, like Spider-Man Far From Home hasn't premiered yet. There's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that I also want to watch. Midsommar only comes out here in Portugal in September, so I have to wait a lot. Child's Play only comes out here in July this month, but in the end of this month, so I also have to wait for that. It Chapter 2, obviously. I think if there's one movie that's going to top these two, it's probably going to be It Chapter 2. I have really high hopes for this. I just hope I'm not disappointed. Then Doctor Sleep, also I really want to watch that movie. Boy 2 is also going to come out this year, I believe. Yeah, there's a lot of other movies that I want to watch, so this list is probably going to change a lot, but the top 2 or 3 might not change a lot. Like Avengers Endgame, like I said, only It Chapter 2 can top that one for me, because I'm really attached to the book and I love the first one. So yeah. Anyway, this is my top 10 of movies from 2019 so far. Again, keep in mind this list not only is my opinion, but I haven't watched a lot of movies that haven't come out, and like I just said, there's movies that just came out in the US like Child's Play and Midsommar, but here in Portugal they're going to premiere only on July and September. So I'm going to wait for those, and they're going to be part of my second half of the year, and yeah, they might be on my top of the whole year in the end of the year. Yeah, so I hope you liked the video. Let me know in the comments your top 10 or your top 5. Top 10 might be a bit too big, but let me know your top 5 of this year. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me. And please don't give me Midsommar spoilers, because like I said, I'm going to have to wait 2 more months for it to come out here. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in the next video.